Hey, what's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the distinction between you being committed to the result while at the same time being free from outcome and not being desperate for something to work out. Because the thing is, when you're learning game or anything else in life, be it fitness, going to the gym, building a better body, be it business, trying to earn more money, or maybe just trying to get that job, that dream job that you've been working so hard for, or maybe it could be something in spirituality. So the discussion that we're going to be having today is one of the core key concepts of spirituality, and just understanding this and putting this into practice is going to make your life much easier to live. This is not only restricted to just game but to other areas of your life as well, as I just mentioned. Now, confusion here and the paradox here is that whenever you're going after something, you want to be completely committed to the result, you want to go after it, you desire it, you want it, but then at the same time you're not desperate for it and you're not needy for it. Still, you're there for sort of the outcome, but then at the same time you want to be free from the outcome in that present moment. How do you differentiate between this? Let me break this concept down for you once and for all, so that iske baad again you don't need to think about it again. Like the previous video that I did, looks and money wala, I'm just gonna nail down this fucking concept for you and just sort it out in your head, clear things out for you, and just put it fucking, what do you call, just like aakhri wo kya bolte hain usko, like the final hammer to the nail, something like that. Yeah, so we're gonna get that done. Let's start the video. Hey, welcome back guys, my name is Kshitij. I teach you guys about personal development, dating advice and how to build your dream lifestyle. Today we're talking about freedom from outcome versus being committed to the result as well. So a very simple key distinction that I want to make out here is, whenever you're talking to a girl, you want to go for her, you want to desire her, you want her to feel that you want her, while at the same time you want her to feel that you don't need her. This is very similar, actually this is the same thing as the buyer-seller dynamic. I've made a video about the buyer-seller dynamic as well in the past. I'm gonna add a link to it out here somewhere. You guys can go click it, check out the video, and then come back here. This is going to be an extension of the buyer-seller dynamic. Just covering the buyer-seller dynamic quickly, it's basically like whenever you're talking to someone, you don't want to sell yourself, you want to be the buyer. So let's say you walk into a car dealership, you're going in and you're there checking out different cars. Alright, you don't want to be the salesman who's trying to sell you the shitty Maruti 800. You want to be the guy who's gone in to buy the Mercedes, buy the BMW, who's going to check out a lot of the cars, who's going to ask the features, who's going to ask the guy to show him more designs, more colors, ask कि इसके horse power कितनी है, and all those things. And even then, go to another dealership and check out a different car as well. Just say, for example, you're going to walk into a BMW showroom, you're going to check out the BMWs, you're going to check out convertibles, you're going to check out hatchbacks, you're going to check out SUVs. Then you want to keep your options open. So you will still maybe go to a Jag showroom, or you'll go to a Mercedes showroom, or you'll go to an Audi showroom. Alright, you want to do that. And then by the end of it, you want to make the decision. So anytime you're talking to a girl or anytime you're doing anything in life, you want to be the buyer. Alright, you never want to be overselling yourself. So the thing here is that you want something, but you don't 100% need it. Your sense of self is not invested in it. But when it comes to talking to girls, it's very easy for a sense of self to be invested there, and we feel really bad if it doesn't work out. If you go to the gym and try to lift the same weight जो तुमने कल उठाया था on the previous day, it's going to be very easy for you to do that. But when it comes to talking to girls, a day before you might have been feeling very confident, but now when you go out, you want to talk to the girl, you try to talk to the girl, the same confidence is not coming up and you're stuck in your head, you're just thinking about all of these negative things which could just happen right now. Even after doing game for years and years, this thing can creep up on you. Okay, and which is why it makes learning game a little bit harder. Actually, that's an understatement. It makes it very, very hard, because this is the area where you need emotional mastery over yourself. So now, coming to clear the paradox of going for the girl, wanting her, but not needing her. I'm going to make a very simple statement out here. On the macro level, you are going for the girl, but then on the micro level, you're focused on one step in front of you in the present moment. You're very focused on that and just thinking about that. So in practicality, let's take the example of sports. So when I'm playing sports, let's say I'm playing football, okay? So I get the ball. I am definitely on a macro level, on a long enough scale, I am trying to score a goal and I'm trying to take the ball to the goal post. But then in that moment, I'm just focusing on that one dribble. ठीक है, just one dribble, just one pass, one dribble, one pass. अगर मैं पूरे टाइम सोचूंगा मुझे बॉल अंदर ही डालनी है, पूरे टाइम अंदर डालनी है, अंदर डालनी है, अंदर डालनी है, and then I lose focus of the present moment, the present dribble and the present pass, I'm going to lose the ball. And then because I was so fucking desperate कि मेरे को वहाँ पे डालनी है बॉल अंदर, I lose the ball as well. Okay, and I lose the match. Also, मेरी team भी मेरे पे काफी चिल्लाएगी, बहन के लोड़ा करके आ रहा है, पास दे दे, तेरे बस की नहीं हो रहा तो. Now, extending this analogy. Now, let's say I'm not focused on the present moment. I'm just very desperate about it. I lose the fucking ball. Now, because I lose the ball, and let's say my team is losing. Let's say we're at a score of 2-0, and my team is losing. I'm gonna start getting even more desperate, and I'm gonna start playing emotionally versus logically and rationally. I'm gonna start doing weird things. I'm gonna maybe start playing selfish, or maybe just be scared and just never take the ball. And that's gonna lead to us playing even worse and losing even worse. Like that game, which could have been been salvaged by just being rational and just controlling my emotions, because I got in the wave of my emotions and identified with those. I'm gonna lose the game. I'm playing football and my team is losing, and now instead of getting the ball now and just accepting it that we're 2-0 down and let's play it from a fresh start and not be emotionally attached to it and not play it so that I want to beat the score, or maybe कि पहले जो 2 गोल पड़े हैं मुझे और नहीं खाने हैं, but just clear my fucking mind out and then receive the ball and then start the play from there and not play emotionally reactively. Emotionally reactively. I don't know what the fuck you call it. Emotionally reactively? Emotional reactive. Some shit like that. Okay. You guys get the point. Okay. So I receive the ball and then I start playing, I start passing, and then I lose all aspect of the past and the future, and I be very present to that dribble without thinking कि हम हार रहे हैं या मैं World Cup जीतना या there's so much for me to prove. Okay. That becomes the best thing for me to do at that point. Which is why ऐसा होता है कि in real life what happens is the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. So even in the football analogy, let's say we're 2-0 down. Now because we're desperate to win the game, because हमें already लग रहा है कि मैच हम हार गए हैं, now we're gonna start playing reactively and not actively. Okay, do you get it? So we're in reaction to something and we're not responding to it. Alright, the difference between responding to something and reacting to something is when you're reacting to something, you're emotionally attached to the outcome. When you're responding, you're more logical, you're more rational, and you know what the best thing for you to do is. Similarly, in game, when you're talking to a girl, when you're being reactive, when you're being desperate, okay, other time, let's say you've been going out काफी time से, ठीक है, and let's say you started approaching now, or maybe you haven't been approaching, या फिर you've been going out and you've just been getting frustrated because everyone's getting the results, everyone is talking, and you see my videos, and then like I've been doing crazy shit, and then you hear other people doing crazy shit, but then when you go out to do the same things, तुमसे नहीं हो रहा है. So it can be really frustrating, and I can understand. But then the thing is, once it's frustrating for you and you start getting desperate, it's a negative cycle that goes on and on and on and on, and it can like take you down and down and down and down and down. But if you're in a positive state, you're in a state of like, let's say you're just going up and up and up and up and up. Success brings more success. Failure brings more failure. Till the time you're not emotionally detached from the outcome, you will be going into that downward spiral, down and down and down and down and down. And the law states that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Let's take an example of a guy who's very desperate to get the results. He understands that he needs to be non-needy, but he cannot still control himself. Now, when he's going to go up to the girl, because uske dimag mein he has all these thoughts of that I've been going out for a month straight, or maybe 2 months, or maybe 3 months, and I've been trying my ass off, and everyone knows how much effort I've been putting in, but I haven't been getting the results. Also, I'm feeling fucking approach anxiety again. This approach anxiety is not going, getting the fear of rejection, and I'm feeling like someone's gonna come and beat me up, or maybe the girl's gonna say something so rude to me that I'm just gonna go home, and all I want to do is just get one good reaction from a girl, just one phone number, and I just want one girlfriend, maybe just like one positive number. It could be getting a girlfriend, or just the girl being like, you're cute, like just that, so that I can just stay afloat. Okay, just being very desperate to get that. But then when that guy walks up to the girl, he's not going to be very confident about it. He's going to be coming from a lens, from a frame of desperation. That's going to look something like this. He's going to be like, hey, excuse me, hi, you're very cute, I wanted to say hi to you. Do you think I'm cute? Okay, I don't know what to say, nobody ever likes me, something like that. Okay, so the way he's going to be talking is what's going to give him away. He's going to be thinking about all his past reaction and all his past interactions that he's gotten, and then expecting the same from this set as well, and not being present and treating it like a completely new interaction, like a completely new girl who does not know who the fuck he is, and he could literally be whoever he wants to be and just go up to the girl and behave in that manner. But he's going to be projecting his past reactions, interactions, his past life. Maybe he's gotten bullied, maybe girls have teased him while he was growing up, maybe proper upbringing nahi hui thi, so he does not have a very good self-esteem as well. ये सारी चीजें वो project कर देगा बंदी पे, even though he might be a cool guy, but in that moment, since he's living in the past, he's bringing that to life. The girl can sense it, and she's gonna get repulsed by it. And neediness and desperation, that's very like everybody resents that. Like it's fucking cancer. You never want to be needy, you never want to be desperate. Now, let's take an example of a guy who's going into a business meeting, but he's very desperate to stay afloat because his company is on the brink of bankruptcy, and he just wants that one business meeting which is gonna help him stay afloat. If he does not get that, he's basically fucked. So now, his mindset while he's going in is not going to be that I want to be able to provide a lot of value, explain what are the pros and cons of working with me, just explain to them how I can provide value, and then focus on closing the deal. But he's going to be more focused on just getting their money, just trying to stay afloat, just being bankrupt, and then in that manner not being very confident about the sale, not clearly explaining his value system, his positives and maybe whatever the negatives that might be working with him, and he's not going to be thinking about how he can help the other person, but how he can help himself. So now that's going to give in uski desperation, his neediness is gonna shine through, and nobody wants to work with a person like that. That shit is fucking repulsive. Similarly, when you're going up and talking to a girl, you're not imagining how you can make her have fun, how you can make her have a good time, or how you can just build sexual tension and just have a good time yourself. You're thinking how you can get the result, the phone number, the girl, something like that, and that's gonna give you away as well. And it just feels like a beggar is just coming up to you and just trying to take without providing anything. So that shit is never going to fucking work. Now, in contrast, the guy who's already riding the success wave, he's getting success with business, and then his, you know, spiritual life is good. He's been going out to the gym, and whatever stuff he's been doing, he's been getting decent amounts of success with it. So he's already riding the success wave. For him, going into the meeting is going to be fairly easy. Okay, you guys can imagine that. But now, let's imagine this guy who's going into the meeting, his business is not going good, but he's not being desperate as well. How is his mindset going to be? So he goes in the meeting, he's gonna feel like, okay, today I'm gonna go in the meeting. I want this deal to work out, but at the same time, I realize my own value. I know what my company can bring to the table, how we can help the other person out here, how we can help the client and make his life much better. And I know for a fact that if he works with me, he's gonna get shit tons more value than I'm gonna get from him. And because of our work ethic and the way we deliver stuff, I know that I'm gonna over deliver as well and just meet his expectations. And now, at this point, the guy might not know that we can provide all of these things, which is why I've got to be persistent. I've got to make it very clear to him that I am the best person to work with him, which is why when I go in, I'm going to be very confident about it and be very clear and be persistent and make sure that I close the deal. Not for my own benefit, but because I'm going to change his life if I close the fucking deal. Alright? That's great. Okay? Now that meeting is gonna go great for him. Hopefully, if it does not, maybe the next meeting will go great. Maybe the next meeting will go great. But now, let's take the example ki theek hai. He's going into like, 10-15 meetings and none of the meetings are going great. What should his mindset be now? Because this can be the same thing that, you're going up and approaching girls. 1 mahine, 2 mahine se kar rahe ho, but it's still not working out. How's your mindset supposed to be now? Now the mindset is that, okay, we've got an amazing product. We've been working on ourselves. Our sales might not be that good, but we're still working on ourselves. Maybe recession chal raha hai, maybe something else is going on, or maybe we just don't get how to sell ourselves, or maybe there might be something off with the value proposition. So we're going to work on the product as well, we're going to work on the sales as well, and we're going to work on the marketing as well. If it works out, it's great. The past couple of meetings haven't been great, but the next one, we're pretty sure it's going to work out. If it works out, it's great. If it doesn't work out, that's still okay. If we lose the business and if we have to shut down our business, that's also still okay, because our life is more than the business. The business is a part of who I am, okay? But at the same time, it's not completely who I am. It's just a small part of it. So even if the business fails, that does not say anything about me. That just says that, I've been trying hard, but maybe I'm not trying that hard. Maybe there is something which I cannot figure out right now, but later on, as I work with it, as I put in the effort, there's a process to it, which I'm going to be following, things are going to get better. So there is no point for me to get desperate out here. At the end, whatever is mine is going to come to me easily. Whatever is not mine and is leaving me wasn't mine anyway. So the business, even if it fails, I'm still enough, I'm still worthy because of who I am. The business does not say that I'm worthy, I'm more worthy, or I'm less worthy. I am of value and I am enough just because I am. I have worth just because I am, just because I exist. And this mindset, आसानी से नहीं आता है. You have to cultivate it by going out again and again and again and again and reminding yourself about this truth, this fact, for which you do not even need reasons. Okay, this is a fact, you gotta give it to yourself. Talking a bit more about success with women and success with the business, the thing is that there's a clear process to it. Let's say you're starting out a new business. You know that for the first couple of years, ज़्यादा success नहीं होने वाला है. You will have to be putting in the effort and putting in the work and putting systems in place, processes in place, understanding your product, building a sales team, building operations, creating content, if that's what something you're into. And धीरे धीरे करते करते is when you're gonna start making profit. शुरू में whenever somebody starts a business or whenever somebody starts talking to girls, it's just fucking failure. You're not making fucking profit. It's the pain period. But it's the starting का वो जो like when you're starting a car, धक्का start देना पड़ता है शुरू में, ठीक है? Let's say your car बंद हो जाती है, you gotta push the car up a cliff. But once it starts, it has its own momentum and it can go on and on and on and on. It's called like the snowball effect as well. Here in game as well, when you're starting out, it can be very difficult for you. Okay, बहुत धक्का देना पड़ता है, बहुत effort होता है. But then once things start to roll, once things start getting into momentum, it becomes very easy to sustain that momentum. So once you got a momentum going, you don't want to quit at that time as well, because if you quit, you're gonna get back to zero and then you'll have to start all over again, which is what by the end of it, coming back to the thing which I just said, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Okay, so if I'm desperate, मेरे को बहुत मेहनत लगेगी from that poor spiral, downward spiral से upward spiral में आने के लिए. So whenever you're starting out with anything, maybe starting a business, maybe trying to get a good physique, losing weight, there's gonna be a process that you need to follow. It's gonna take you 6 months to a year to start losing fat, to start seeing any results. But at the same time, what you can control is not being desperate about it. If you're going to the gym and you're being like, यार आज मेरा weight कम नहीं हो रहा है, that's gonna be very draining on you, and that's not gonna help you sustain the process. You've got to be trusting the process that it's gonna take some time, and till the time you're going out, till the time you're putting in consistent action and making little bits of progress, it's good for you. Oh shit, pani aa gaya yahan pe, theek hai? I'm gonna switch the camera a bit to that side. Hold on, yeah. Yeah, so as long as you're making consistent progress towards your goal, it's okay, and it's just the process that jisme tumhe patience rakhna hai apna, and things are gonna get better for you. Now, actionably putting this into action, the takeaways for you from this video ki tumhe karna kaise hai, here's how it goes. So let's say you're someone who's on that negative downward spiral. You've never gotten any results in your life. You're going out, you're getting rejections here and there, you're getting blown out like fucking crazy, and you're on that, you know, the rich get richer, poor wale scene mein. You're one of the guys who's in the poor wale analogy, and you just keep on getting poorer and poorer and poorer and poorer. How do you get out of this toxic, crazy cycle? Here's how. You start off with game, okay? You think to yourself that, okay, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna put in the best effort that I can. I'm gonna take shit tons of action, but I realize it's a process, okay? And I want the result, but is point pe, all I can do is just focus on my action, and the result, if it's gonna come, mera hai to aa jayega, nahi hai to nahi aayega. It's basically like, you know, main bas karam kar sakta hu, phal ki chinta main nahi kar sakta hu. Okay, so straight out of the Gita, out of spirituality, is that thing. So you keep going out and you put yourself in a positive state by focusing on what action you're taking towards your result. Okay, what is the one good thing that you're doing that is getting you closer to your result, and just focus on that and encourage yourself for doing that, and give yourself props that, okay, you made this fucking progress, and be your own biggest cheerleader. So what you do is you do not focus on the negatives ki yaar aaj mere itne rejection ho gaya, ya maine ye nahi kara, wo nahi kara. You start focusing on the positive thing. The positive thing could be as small as you getting out of your bed and going out of the house. It could be as small as talking to one or two girls, or maybe just talking to the guards, or maybe just talking to like the auto guy, or maybe just talking to the cab driver, or maybe just going out and just talking to girls, just asking them fucking directions, anything. Okay, as long as you're making progress, that's good. But then at the same time, whenever you start making progress, whenever there's some momentum going, you keep going to the next level and keep going to the next level, keep going to the next step. But you only think about the next step once you've taken the first step. So you baby step it like that, and then you start focusing on the positives as well, which is very, very important. Be your own fucking cheerleader, right? So I start going out, I start taking action, okay? Starting mein, I'm just getting rejected here and there, left and right. But I tell myself that at least I went out. How many people have the balls to do that? How many people can go out there and approach? And at least yesterday, when I compare myself to yesterday when I was in my bed just masturbating to fucking porn, today I've gone out, I've faced my fear, and now I've done one open at least, okay? That's gonna pump my state up. That's gonna make me focus on the positive. And you gotta train your brain like this. You gotta make a mental discipline out of it, that you focus on the positive. One thing which can really help here is waking up in the morning and writing the gratitude journal. 3 things that you're thankful about. 3 amazing things that happened yesterday, or maybe like, you know, that you woken up today. What are the good things? So what you do here is you shift your focus from the negative things in life to the positive things in life. You shift your focus from the lack of what you don't have to gratitude and thankfulness to what has been given to you. So now I've been going out, I'm thankful for what I'm doing, I'm giving myself props that fuck yes, yeah, I did some fucking approaches, I'm doing fucking great. I'm in a positive mood. Girls are gonna sense that. Mere sets hook nahi ho rahe the. Now some girl might just hook. She's gonna like my energy and she's gonna start talking to me a bit more. I'm gonna start talking, we're gonna start talking, and then I'm gonna ask for the number, but she's not gonna give it to me. I'm gonna be like, great, I almost got to the point where I asked for the number at least, right? So I focus on that and not on that the girl did not give me a number. I go out again. I go out, I start talking to people in a positive fun mood. Okay, I'm talking to everyone. I'm getting sets going. Sets have started to hook consistently now. And now today, like, you know, I've had 5 long interactions where I've been talking to the girls have been laughing like crazy, I'm feeling more at ease. I ask them for the number, 4 girls say no, but the 5th girl, she gives me a number, and then I go back home so fucking happy that I've got the first number of my life, which is gonna give me more motivation and more positivity, and just gonna push me even more to go out there and get more fucking results. Now, when I go out the next day, I talk to more people, I start getting numbers consistently. But now all the numbers that I'm getting, they're fucking flaking. I feel like I met my dream girl, but when I text her, she flakes. She doesn't want to talk to me. I get fucking blocked. And suddenly I have that feeling of rejection again, but then I know what needs to be done. At least I got to that point where I was getting numbers, and at least I've gotten to that point from a place where I never approached anyone to a place where I'm just getting consistent fucking numbers. Now, the next day, dhire karte, slowly and steadily, I keep going out. I keep being at my practice. I keep focusing on the process. I keep putting myself in state. And now things are getting clearer for me. I know that I gotta go out. Approach anxiety is gonna come up. But I gotta start talking to people. I gotta get over it. And then now, after like a couple of approaches, my state, even though pehle achhi nahi lag rahi hai mujhe, pehle I'm being in my head and I don't know what to say, it just comes to me naturally. It's just starting to come to me naturally as well. Once it starts to come to me naturally, I start getting numbers and women start to love me. So now I've become consistent with getting numbers. And then let's say I get 10-15 numbers, all of them flake. None of the girls want to talk to me. None of the girls want to go out on a date with me. But then there's going to be that one girl who's going to be like, okay, yes, let's meet. and then I'm gonna be fucking overjoyed. Now I can see this working. Now I can feel I'm so close to my goal, right? I can feel so close to the result of maybe getting a girlfriend, maybe finding a girl who I'm just spending good time with, or maybe we're just having crazy fucking sex. And by this point, I've started to go out and enjoy myself of like, you know, going out, feeling the fear, and then doing the approaches, and then just making people have a good time, and as a result, me having a good time as well. Okay, I start doing all of those things, and I just start loving this thing. So now, that girl, I go on a date with her. We have an amazing fucking time. That's what I think. But then when I get back home, she texts me. She's like, Kshitij, you know, actually, you're not my type, and I thought you were gonna be something else. But I kind of got bored today. So I mean, next time, you know, like किसी और बंदी से बात कर ले तो I wish you all the luck in your life. And I'm like, okay, great. If she does not like me that much, it's okay. I'm gonna go on tomorrow again because I know I can meet someone else. So now, although I've got a broken heart, I know my process, which is what I go out. I feel the fear. I still do the fucking approaches. Once I've done the approaches, I start to feel a little bit better. Because I start to feel a little bit better, I start getting good reaction. Once I start getting good reaction, that pumps my steed even more. And then I get back to, you know, getting more numbers. Now at this point, whatever number I get, 2 out of the 3 girls want to meet me. And then now I've got my entire week planned with fucking dates. But now that I'm going for dates, I don't have so much of time to go on each and every date. So now I start to choose what girl I want to meet, what girl I don't want to meet. And then now there's this one girl that I really like, who I really want to meet. So I set up a date with her. The next day I go on a date with her. We're sitting. Things are just fucking clicking. I'm talking to her, she's talking to me. I'm looking deep into her eyes. I'm making her laugh. I'm showing her pictures. I'm showing her my old school pictures. She thinks I looked really cute when I had longer hair. And now we're just getting closer to each other. I can feel the air changing. And although meri phati hui hai, I still go in for the kiss. She comes in, she leans in, we kiss, and then that's that. After that, I start seeing her more, I start seeing her more. Now, at this point, it could work out with her, or maybe it wouldn't work out with her. It doesn't matter because I'm still going out and I'm meeting more people. If it's working out with her, maybe I decide to take a break of not going out so much and just spending some more time with her. But then once I do that, I start spending time with her. She starts to sense that I'm very needy and I just want to spend time with her, and I'm losing out on my purpose of work and my friends and everything like that. So she kind of dumps my ass, and then now I'm again beaten, battered, ghar pe, ro raha hu. But now, what do I have now? Although I'm feeling really bad, I know what needs to be done. You guys know what needs to be done. So I go out, I start meeting people again. It's very difficult now because I thought this girl was the girl of my dreams, man. And you know, this girl dumped my fucking ass. So I go out, I still start to like talk to people. I'm feeling a lot of fear, I've never felt it. Maybe a couple of days I can't even approach. But then the third day I go out, I start talking to people. And then a couple of approaches in and it all starts coming back to me. Girls start to laugh, start getting numbers. I keep going, I start getting numbers, maybe start getting a couple of makeouts. Now, within like, you know, matter of days, I've got more dates lined up. And then now I'm going out and meeting girls more, and learning the lesson that I don't have to be so fucking needy. Even if I'm spending time with the girl, I still need to have friends. I still need to go to the gym, maybe meditate, maybe work on my business aspect of life as well, and not just be like, yaar, ek bandi mil gayi hai, to main din raat isi ke saath rahunga, and all day and all night I'm going to be like, Shona baby, what are you doing? And then get jealous on the slightest of things. Okay, so this way an upward spiral has been made. So now when I learn all these things, it's a continuous journey, it's a continuous process. I keep learning all new things, but it's so fun because I keep learning all new things. So now I keep going out, I keep meeting more people. I start having crazy fucking adventures, makeouts in public places. I start going with dates with girls. I start taking trips with girls here and there. And now, once I look back, you know, it might have been 3 months, 6 months, or maybe a year when I did my first fucking approach. Now when I look back at that time when I was the guy who was the poor one, who was just beaten down in the negative cycle, now it turns out when I look back, I am one of those rich guys. I'm the guy who's rich and he's just getting richer just because he's feeling amazing. Because now when I go out, the girls can sense that I am on a path and purpose in life. I'm going to the gym and working myself. I am meditating, so my head is more present and I can be more fun. I am thriving in life. I'm having a lot of fun in life, and I am someone that they wanna be with, because now I want to be with myself as well. I love myself. There's self-love, bordering narcissism, but I've got a social circle of girls, social circle of guys. Everything is going great and I'm just thankful for everything, humble about it, and just have a very positive outlook. Because of this, जब पहले मैंने approach नहीं कर रहा था किसी को भी and I was so fucking desperate, everybody would be repulsed by it, but now I don't even have to do much. I just go out and I can see that girls are just, you know, giving me looks. They're checking me out and they're coming to approach me as well, which is gonna happen very, very fucking rarely. Don't count on that. मेरे साथ I think 1 या 2 बार ही हुआ होगा ज़िंदगी में. Don't count on that, but that shit can also happen. And then I just feel more at ease in this place, and then just people are just fucking loving me. And now whenever I go out, I don't even have to put in that much of an effort. जब पहले मैं बाहर जाता था, I would have to put in so much of an effort, get myself into state, start doing approaches, and it was just a fucking furious fucking battle. But now, since I'm already feeling so amazing, like my set state of happiness and what I'm feeling has risen from, let's say, like a 3 to a 7 apne aap hi, and life just feels like an adventure, and it just feels so fucking amazing. I feel amazing in and of itself, and things just fucking work out for me. Easy fucking shit. And that's how it's going to be working out for you guys. And by the end, when you look back, you're going to realize that now you're one of the rich guys and no more you're the poor guys. Jab tum soch rahe hote, how do I get out of this? But just because you weren't desperate and you just took consistent action, you've gotten out of it. Crazy fucking video, guys. But there's just one last point which I just want to add in halka sa yahan pe thoda sa before we end the video. Like, this was, I feel, the peak point of the video and I should just fucking end it here. But there's just one more point I want to add here. When you're going out, a lot of the desperation, a lot of the neediness, it comes from the fact that bachpan mein na tumhare needs weren't met. When you were born, you had certain needs, but they weren't met. Maybe you felt abandonment. Maybe you felt too burdened by your parents' problems. Maybe you didn't see your parents, you know, like making love to each other. Not like having sex, but like, you know, saying loving affirmations that I love you and, you know, you're special to me. Maybe your boundaries were crossed. Maybe you might be sexually abused or physically abused. Maybe you were beaten up and that made you feel like shit. And now that you've grown up, you have all the same feelings with you as well. So what you want to do is you want to let go and release those feelings as well. Which is why, you know, I've been working a lot on inner child healing and spirituality and all of these things. It really fucking helps. You need to focus on your emotions, like see where it's coming from, see all the issues that you might have. Abandonment kahan se aaya hai tumhara? Why do you feel the need of validation from the girl so much? It's mostly because you did not receive the love from your mother. This is another, like, you know, complete fucking topic, but you want to be very aware of the traumas that you face while growing up. You want to be very aware of the issues that you have, any commitment issues that you might be having, okay? Any approach anxiety jo aati hai whenever you're going up and talking to a girl, just feeling like she's going to reject you. Why don't you feel that she's going to always say yes? Where did this thought come from? Because when we were born as babies, we had no idea if we're black or we're white. Okay, our skin color, we have no idea. And we had no idea that white skin color ko maybe prefer kara jata hai, or maybe like patle logon ko prefer kara jata hai, or tall guys are preferred. We had no fucking idea about money. We had no fucking idea about any of these things. So where did all these things come from? Where did all these unworthiness, we feeling unworthy about ourselves come from? It came from our upbringing. While we were growing up, we took in everything. It could have been from our parents. It could have been from because we got bullied, sexually abused, physically abused, from our teachers, from anybody who had a role in our upbringing. And a self-esteem gets formed by the age of 7. और उसके बाद जो भी ये thoughts and patterns होते हैं, they just continue in our life till like eternity, and till the time we don't come to terms with these issues, we don't go back and look at the wound which was there. When our needs are not met, there's a wound. Okay, so we need to go back and look at the wound and give ourselves that love, that need which wasn't met. Otherwise, we're going to be regressing back into the past and being emotionally stuck there. Although, like, you know, I'm fucking 27 years old, but even now there are some things which come up which regress me, take me back to the time when I was like 4 years old or 5 years old. But I've been working on myself for the past 2 years. Alright, 2 years I've been literally doing inner child healing, and these traumas and issues and everything, I've been focusing on that. I would urge you guys also to look at that, get into spirituality, read The Power of Now. I mean, meditate, be aware of whatever you're feeling, and then tackle those things head on as well. I cannot go very deep into this. This is just to like just show you how you need to get that done. So all of these things, like basically you want to meet your needs, you want to see what your issues and traumas are, and then let go of those as well. In the near future, I will be getting into inner child healing myself, because this is something which is very close to me, and this is one part, the missing link between pickup and confidence. But jo deep down wala state hai of not feeling worthy and feeling lack, that really gets missed in game and pickup and dating advice. So for a whole, you know, like a holy transformation, I think this is a very important part, and I will be getting into it. So later on, I'll give you all the tools to do that as well. But at the end, I want you guys to start 2 daily practices and make them a part of your life. One is 20 minutes of meditation. You wake up and you just meditate. Just focus on your breath going in and out. Don't judge the breath. Don't try to manipulate it. Don't try to get it a bit faster. Don't try to get it a bit slower. Just observe it. Is it slow? Is it fast? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Is it cold going in? Is it cold coming out, or maybe warmer coming out? Is it going in from the left nostril or the right nostril? Just do it for fucking 20 minutes. Second thing which I already mentioned in the video is start practicing gratitude. Start practicing looking at the positive things in life, what you have versus what you don't have. Stop looking at lack, कि ये कमी है मेरे में और ये मुझे चाहिए, okay? But look at the things that you already have and be grateful for them, be thankful for them. That's gonna help you a lot. It's gonna help you shit tons. And then when you're going out, a shit's gonna come up, just be present to it and still talk to yourself with love, okay? Whenever shit comes up, you never want to say to yourself that, you know, you're a piece of shit. You want to give yourself love. You want to be your own biggest cheerleader. Just do these things for a more spiritual, holistic growth in game. And then बाकी चीजें तो, you know, game और skill set वगैरह की channel पे हैं. If you want to learn more, you want to get coached by me. Wherever you are, at any place that you are, you want to learn pickup, you want to learn game, you want to get your dating life sorted and be a better version. Not even in your dating life, but, you know, having the capability to maybe launch a business, maybe go out to the gym and just build more resilience towards life. Just get your personal development going, because at the end, all dating advice, the best one is only personal fucking development. You want to get that done. So if you want to do that, you can sign up for my mentorship program. It's ironmanlifestyle.co/mentorship. It's a 3-month program. You can go on the link, you can check it out. Everything's going to be there. We're going to have weekly Q&As. I have a WhatsApp group. We've got a Facebook group. We've got people all over India and all over the world who are a part of the group who you can go out and wing with. I have meetups with my people all the time, the Ironman mentorship students. All the time I have those going. It's a 12-week fucking program. In week 13, there's a bonus where I do cover inner child healing and the spiritual stuff, the inner game, deep inner game stuff as well. This is one of the best programs that I've done, and I back it up whole fucking heartedly. I know this is going to bring you crazy fucking results if you want to get deeper with your transformation. That being said, guys, it's almost sunset out here. I like how we made the video today. और यहाँ पे पानी आ रहा था, इधर उधर भाग रहा था मैं. A good fucking video. That being said, I'm going to end the video out here. If you're not subscribed yet, just make sure you hit the subscribe button. Alright? Make sure you spank it, smash it, demolish it. And like always, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. This is Kshitij signing off. Peace, boys.